Today I have a very special episode. I'm getting to sit down with a founder and brand designer who has redefined what modest wear looks and feels like. Her journey has been anything but linear, from studying at the London College of Fashion to becoming a makeup artist in Singapore and Germany, and then rediscovering her love of fashion and stepping into her design dreams years later as a mother, a creative, and a woman starting to wear hijab.
I want her to feel proud that she's wearing a piece that is unique.
Okay.
I think I would describe my style as eclectic.
Okay.
And vibrant,
Absolutely.
bold, and confident. I'm able to design and put it into AI. I'm like, okay, this is what I'm designing. What is it going to look like?
Okay.
Because sometimes what the production companies and the workshops, they want to see visual.
Right.
Sometimes they don't understand your vision. There were a couple of ladies, they used to come up to me like, Samina, I really love, the way you do your makeup. It's really natural. Can you teach us how to do it? And that moment there, that's when it started. I feel like so many women get lost in this world of just taking care of other people. But what about your dreams?
Right.
What about the little girl who wanted to do something and she just didn't get to do it because she thought her life stops at marriage and children? No, It doesn't ever stop.
Welcome, Samina. Today's episode is special as someone who loves fashion and truly appreciates style. The moment I saw you were wearing a hat, you were dressed so beautifully, I knew you had to be on the modcast.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. You started at the London College of Fashion. How was your time there? What drew you to fashion originally?
I was always into fashion as a child.
Okay.
We were surrounded by this community of Pakistani women who would wear like the most amazing clothes, and I just admire their colors, the embroidery. My mom was beautiful, mashallah. And so, my dad, he used to always buy her like these saris whenever he went to India or Pakistan, and when she'd get dressed up, I just adored how she looked. She looked amazing all the time, and I was like, when I grow up, I want to look amazing as well. I want to wear all these fabulous outfits, colors, and look as nice as she does. And I just remember from the longest time, I used to actually sit and draw. I used to design as like a little 5-6-year-old girl.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've always been into it.
So it's a natural thing to do to
It
go
was
to the
just
London.
natural to me, yeah.
Yeah. You ended up taking a little bit of a detour and moving to Singapore and Germany with your family, and there you kind of pursued beauty. Well, did you miss fashion while you were doing it, or was it like a natural change?
So let me just rewind.
Yeah.
So actually, I was at London College of Fashion, and I went into the beauty world then.
Okay.
Yes. So I started working at Benefit Cosmetics on Central London in Regent Street to pay my way through fashion school. So that's how I got introduced to the makeup world.
So it was like hand in hand.
Hand in hand, exactly, hand in hand. But what happened was I got married and moved to Germany, and so I couldn't complete the fashion part. And I yearned for it, but I just couldn't. I had to move, and then I had children straight away. So that part was left.
How did you end up in the beauty industry or helping women that way?
So it started actually, it really began in Dallas, Texas, but back in Germany, they knew, my friends who gotten to know me, they knew that I was into makeup and I used to apply it really well. So I actually got offers from them to do their wedding makeup. So I started doing that. And then I was like, you know what, let me do a proper course, So I did proper a professional hair and makeup course for bridal. And I did that back when I came home to UK for one of those vacation trips. So I did it then and did an intensive course, and then moved back to Germany again and just carried on. But it was my move to Dallas, Texas. I believe we moved in 2000, right at the end of 2008.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you moved in 2008. Oh,
yes,
okay.
I moved in 2008. So we were here for like a couple of years. And during that time, I was a part of this, this Dallas, I was in Highland Village at that time. And we used to have like a mum and baby group.
Okay.
And a couple of ladies, they used to come up to me like, Samina, I really love, the way you do your makeup. It's really natural. Can you teach us how to do it? And that moment there, that's when it started, where I naturally just said, yeah, of course I can help you, but let me see what you're working with.
Right. And then you became a coach.
And that's from then on, it was like, okay, you need to go, I need to help you buy the right products, because no wonder your makeup's not looking right. You're using the wrong products.
Got it. Do you think there's like a crossroads when it comes to beauty and fashion for you?
Oh, yeah, I think yes, they go hand in hand, they meet.
Okay.
Right? I feel like it's an artistic expression, right? Just like makeup is an artistic expression of yourself, and depending on your mood, you will do your makeup for that, that
Right.
particular mood or event. Same way, dressing and fashion, it's the same thing. You will dress for your mood or for the event as well. Yeah.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
I think that it can completely change your look.
Absolutely. And your energy.
Energy, I agree.
That's the biggest thing that I want people to understand, is that the minute you put on something that you feel good in, you will walk differently, you will stand differently, you'll have a completely different energy. You're actually vibrating positivity into the world. And a lot of people, don't do that enough. And I feel really sad.
I think I was really drawn to you when I saw you, because you knew who you were and you dressed the part, and I knew you. The moment I saw you, I knew what you did, kind of, You presented yourself exactly as who you are.
Oh.
Yeah. You started wearing hijab in 2021, 2022.
Yes.
Is that your second move to Dallas?
So that was my second move after Singapore. So
Okay.
From the first time I was in Dallas, I came in 2000, I would say right at the end of 2008, and we left in 2012.
Okay.
Yes. And then I was in Singapore for about almost 10 years.
Okay.
And then we came back, and Singapore was amazing as well. So that's where my career as a personal makeup coach took off, and I had like amazing brand deals, and it was really lucrative for me.
Okay.
But I came back in around like the end of 2001, so almost 10 years, right? And in 2002, I put on hijab.
And is that what inspired Malik and Wolff? Like, what was it? Something like, I can't find the pieces I need to wear anymore.
Exactly.
I must create it.
Yes, exactly. Because I was always in this world of like fashion and makeup, like in Singapore. Like it was just me. That's who I was. I used to love dressing up.
Okay.
And I love, jewelry. I love makeup. I love everything, right?
Right.
I just
the whole package.
The whole package. I used to enjoy it so much. And so when I put on hijab, I was like, okay, I can't wear, like short sleeve T-shirts with like cool, skirts and stuff anymore.
Okay.
I can't like dress the way I want to. And so I went around looking for like pieces where, there is like, a higher neckline or fuller sleeves, and or like the cuts, like,
It's a struggle.
Yes,
I think
exactly.
we all know.
Yes. And I'm not very tall.
Okay.
And I'm curvy as well. So it's like, I can't find anything that suits my body and also is modest enough yet fashionable enough for me. And I'm not an abaya girl. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Like I know a lot of people love abayas. It doesn't suit me. I don't know. It's just not me. Okay. I will wear it like during Eid, Ramadan, that time, but that's it.
I agree. Same.
Yeah.
So what was a moment where you were like, you know what? I'm going to start my own brand?
When I couldn't find what I was looking for. When I was like, you know what? There's nothing trendy. There's nothing cool. I've been to all the stores. I've been to the modest wear stores, and they're really boring.
Right. They're all beige.
They're all beige.
Which, nothing wrong with that, but
nothing,
not for
like,
everyone.
Not for everyone. It wasn't for me.
Right.
Let's just say, like, there are people out there who like it, and they prefer like more modest, more muted, sort of like silhouettes or something, or colors, like just. They don't want to be seen.
Right.
That's fine, but I'm not like that.
Okay.
I'm different. So I wanted to create something that I feel happy in. And I know there's a lot of other women who, like me, enjoy something a little bit more interesting.
I agree.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you always knew you were going to start a brand, and like in the back of your mind or heart, where you're like, one day I'm going to do this, inshallah, and it just like kind of took a backseat, or was it like unexpected? You're like, there was no way this was written. Like, I didn't expect this to happen.
So it is funny. As a child, I had a dream where I was the owner of a fashion brand.
Okay.
It was so strange. And also at that time, I remember drawing this first concept store of a fashion store underneath and a coffee shop at the top.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
When is it coming?
I didn't know.
Jealous.
That was when I was like 12 or 13 years old
Okay.
in London. So like now they're doing concept stores.
Right.
But the point is,
Yes, you did imagine it somehow.
I imagined it, and the thing is that everything else was coming, but the fashion wasn't coming. So, makeup brand came, Samina Malik, and makeup and image design. That brand came,
Okay.
and then Scepter Cosmetics, my cosmetic brand came,
Okay.
and then fashion I didn't even think of at all
During that time.
During that time at all, I just didn't think I would go into the fashion world. Even though it was just a long lost love, I just felt like makeup was just my path.
Okay.
Because that's what came naturally as well. And it was only literally when I put on hijab and I was like, you know what, I need to start this.
Okay.
I did experiment with it in Singapore as well. I did
Oh,
have
you
my
did?
first, yes.
Okay.
I did. Because I just wanted some fabulous clothes, you know.
Okay.
And
So at that time, did you like sew them yourself, or did you get them manufactured?
I got them made. So I knew what I wanted, and I got them made. I tried to do some sewing myself, but I actually have a condition in my hands, so
Okay.
I don't have a lot of power.
Okay.
So if I sew it, I can't do it properly. So that's just something. So I had to find
Somebody to do it.
yeah,
Got it.
somebody
Okay.
to do it. And luckily I have people. And all I had to do was send them my vision, send them the fabric, show them what I wanted, and I got it made.
Got it. So
Yeah.
you had some experience, just very lightly touched
Just very
on it.
lightly. I was
Yeah.
dabbling just for myself. Yeah,
Okay.
it wasn't. Yeah.
Okay. Before I actually go on to the next part, I have to know what inspired the name Malik and Wolf. I know Malik is your last name.
Yes.
But what about Wolf?
So my friend, she is Erica Wolff. So we actually started this together.
Okay.
But she couldn't continue because she had to pull away. She started something else with her daughter.
Okay.
And so we're still very, very good friends and still, like, you know, a big supporter of Malik and Wolf, and I'm a big supporter of her.
When you did decide that you were going to start creating a brand, what was the first step you took?
I think, first of all, it was identifying who I'm designing for.
Okay. And what research goes into that?
Well, what I did was look at the people around me
Okay.
and see how they were dressing. And I would listen to them. I'd ask them, what are you looking for? What fabrics do you like? You know, and then sort of figuring that part out. Also knowing what your capabilities are and what your tailors and your team, you know, like what are their capabilities as well. And then working with that. Because I could be like, I mean, I have dreams of making fabulous, like really amazing things where I'm like, I don't think they can do that yet.
Right.
So
and
you have
maybe
to go
the people
slow.
you're making it for won't even buy that because
Yes,
that's not their
yet,
lifestyle.
because they're not ready yet.
You're right.
I think also you've got to see who your customer is.
Right.
And then if there's someone who you're trying to pull out of their shell,
Right.
then you've got to do it slowly.
Okay.
So that's what I've been doing. I'm slowly sort of like trying to pull people out of their shell. Be like, come on, like there's another side.
Okay.
You know, there's like another rainbow on the other side.
Right. So you're kind of like meeting them where they are and pulling them
Towards
towards the other side. You're not
Yes.
just throwing it in.
No,
Throwing
I'm
them
not-
all in.
No, exactly.
Okay.
So I feel like they are just like with like makeup artistry and with coaching. Like I met my clients and they had no idea how to look good, but the minute they knew how to do it, they were like, "Oh my God! Like I feel amazing. I look amazing." And I used to get so many organic, just like recommendations. Like, they're constantly people like messaging me, my friend said this, my friend said that,
Right.
I've heard about you, blah blah blah. That's how Bloomberg got in touch with me. Again, it was through like word of mouth.
Right.
So same thing, I want like my customers to just like organically like just go on a journey with me and be like, oh my gosh, I actually really like wearing color now. I like wearing print. I can't believe I didn't wear print before. I didn't experiment, and now I feel amazing. That's what I want.
Okay. Did you, after you did your research, did you like design a one piece? Did you design like a whole collection? Like, how did that? Can you walk me through like what it took from you deciding to like doing your first collection or showing or selling your first piece?
So we started off with our drop waist dress, the OG dress we call it, which is our whole button down drop waist. That is like being like
we're wearing a different version of it today.
We're wearing a different version of it. Yeah, this one is a high neck. And no buttons, so it's just solid all the way down, and it's got the detailing of the on the sleeve as well that you can see, and so the fabric. Beautiful. Yeah,
mine is like iridescent, and yours is almost like a light denim.
Yes, again, it has a little bit of sheen to it as well. The fabric has a sheen. It's a beautiful cotton silk fabric, and even when you wash it, oh my god, it's so soft and nice. Like
good to know.
This one's been washed.
Oh, okay.
And dried in the dryer.
And it looks perfect.
Yeah. So we started off with the OG dress, and then I wanted a cord set. Okay. So we had this fabulous fabric. It was a silk fabric. It was it's still very iconic. It was a cream and dark emerald green striped. Okay. Like it was with a collar neck. Okay. Like a collar neck all the way buttoned down, and then with wide pants with pockets as well. It's so nice. Like every time I wore it, everyone's like, "What are you wearing? That's beautiful. Like where is that from?" And we work with fabrics. Sometimes we only have a limited amount of fabrics, and it's the only ones. And then after that, it's gone. So our pieces are very limited edition. So if you like something, buy it. Otherwise, it's not going to be available again.
Got it. Yeah. So you made the first collection, and so it was like those two.
So those two were the actual silhouettes, and then we did like different versions in like different prints
and colors. Got it. How did you work with like pattern making and manufacture? Like how does that process work as somebody who wouldn't know anything about where to even get started?
So if you are a fashion designer, you would have learnt something about pattern or pattern making. If you aren't, then you can always work with pattern makers as well.
Would you recommend that if somebody just doesn't even know where to start? Would you recommend them working with a pattern maker or just working with a tailor directly first?
So it depends on who your tailor is and how skilled they are as well. Okay. So nowadays there's so much choice. It's not the same as it used to be back then, where everything was really rigid. Okay. And that you had to have a pattern, and you had to have like there is a tech pack. Okay. Now you've got people who can, they're sitting in China, Turkey, Bangladesh, like Mexico. Like there's so many like people making clothes. So you can even just give them a piece of something that you like. Like I like this. Okay. And what they'll do is they'll like, they'll pull it apart. And then they'll look at the pattern and they'll make the pattern for you. Got it. Right? That's for someone who doesn't understand patterns.
And then you can just tweak it and change it.
And you can tweak it and change it, exactly.
Okay, so when it comes to production, did you already know who to talk to, or was that like a whole process you had to go through?
Oh my God, it's a whole process.
Okay, tell us about it.
Process. Because, all right, so first of all, you want to work with people who will understand your shapes, understand your silhouettes, and can make them. Right. And then make it uniform as well. So later on, you want like not just one piece, you want like 20. Right. Or 30 of the same thing. And they need to be able to make it exactly the same. Right. Without any changes. That is the struggle.
Consistency
is a struggle, right? Okay. So that's what you need to do. And there's a lot of trial and error and a lot of money that gets wasted as well for that part. But once you find your team, once you find the right production workshop, then you stick with them.
Okay. Yeah. So it's a process, though.
But they will charge you. They'll start bringing up their prices higher because they realize that
you like them.
Yeah.
You need them.
Yes. And they will charge. They'll charge you more.
You mentioned that there was a lot of trial and error in finding the right one, and that they'll take a lot of money goes into it. Yes. A side note: How do you deal with that? How do you deal with random charges or having to put money into things that you weren't unexpected?
So this is part of your startup cost. Okay. Anytime you start a business, you have to put a certain amount of money down, and you're not always profitable from the beginning, right? Either, right? In any business you go into, if you're doing it properly and fairly. Right. So we pay fairly. I pay fairly. I keep saying we. I pay fairly, right? I pay fairly. I pay my team fairly, and I pay my the tailors who are doing my sewing my clothes fairly. And so if they put up their prices because they know that they're doing quality work, then I don't mind paying them, as long as it keeps them happy and it keeps my customers happy as well. Like if they're producing really lovely pieces and they get exactly what I want, and they understand and they're committed to producing beautiful pieces all the time for me, then it's worth it.
Okay. And do you feel like that hits your customer too?
I hope so.
Okay.
You tell me.
Yeah, absolutely. Just go along with the unexpected charges. You just have to keep going.
So there's something some sort of negotiation, right? You have to be fair. Like if you have a good relationship with them, they will understand. They want to keep your business too at the same time, right? So you help each other out. It's a give and take.
Okay.
Right? So like if there are some extra charges because something is more expensive to make, it's difficult to deal with that fabric. For example, silk is not very easy to sew.
So I agree.
So things like that. And they're like, every time you give them all these detailing and you want the finishing right, they're like, but it's so difficult. Then you understand there's more effort and time being taken to that, to that specific to make that piece.
Material.
Yeah. So then you're like, okay, that's fair. I understand.
But in the beginning, though, before you found the right production, and you probably had to spend a lot on discovering new ones. How did you deal with the unexpected charges there? Was it hard? Was it like a setback every time, or were you like, no, I'm doing this, so I'm just going to keep powering through?
It was a setback, and sometimes I would be really upset because it wasn't coming, like the pieces weren't coming out the way I wanted them.
Right.
And so that was really, really difficult. And yeah, there were times where like, should I do this or not? Like, why am I doing this? Like, what am I doing this for? Like, it's a lot of hassle, and it's a lot of headache and a lot of work, because I spend a lot of my time on the phone as well, speaking to my team, drawing, illustrating, sending like information back and forth, measuring. Like, there's so much that goes behind the scenes.
You always have like an idea of what you want, and it's never meeting.
Yeah, so when in that stage, when it's never meeting, that is the most frustrating part, because now you spent money, time, effort, shipping, all these extra costs, and then it comes to you and you're like, no, that's not what I wanted.
Right.
That's not what I said. And then you have to go back on the phone, like, no, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, and everyone's kind of feeling bad as well on that side too, and you're feeling bad trying to tell them that you got it wrong, you know? So it's emotionally draining and financially draining at the same time. But the important thing is, if you're passionate about it, don't give up.
Okay.
Yeah, keep going. Mistakes happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think even today I had planned everything out to a T.
Yes.
I was there early, and then the podcast studio canceled, and we're here. So everything, it's constantly, nobody tells you the part where like you can, it takes so much work, but then at the end it can all go, you're back to square one.
Yes, exactly. No, you know what? Sometimes it's fate. So if you have that belief, like, you know what, if God wants you to do something, it will happen.
Right. Absolutely.
And whether you're going to go through some caveats or bumps, and you will still get there eventually. So
you just have to believe.
You just have to believe. Make that believe, make that niyyah, make that intention of like, Ya Allah, God, please, if this is meant to be for me, please make it happen, or make it easy. And, there's a lesson in everything you go through. You cannot learn anything if you're always succeeding and nothing goes wrong.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think people don't realize that when they see people successful, you just seeing them at pretty much the middle of their journey. You haven't seen everything.
No, you haven't seen
before.
Everything. Yeah. Yes. And I'm not there yet. I even don't think I'm there yet either.
Right.
I still feel I'm right at the beginning. And I've always said to everybody who ever asks me, like how, success and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, listen, it takes about 5 years to truly grow something from scratch to a point where you are satisfied and happy and people know and recognize what you're doing. Like, give yourself 5 years. Don't be in a rush.
Okay.
Enjoy the process. Enjoy the process.
Right.
Enjoy
it's
the
hard
process.
in the moment.
That's the whole point. Like, if you're passionate about something, then do it not for the money. Do it because you enjoy it.
Okay.
So
yeah, it's always a good reminder to have.
Yes.
Funnily enough, our next one is about mindset.
Okay.
entrepreneurship is a lot of self-belief, right? You have a big dream and you have an end goal, but there's so many setbacks on the way. And sometimes like you have to believe in moments where nobody else believes in you. Sometimes you don't even believe in yourself. You have to be like, no, I'm going to get there, inshallah, one day. How do you handle is that natural to you? Or do you work on it? Like, do you work on that mindset constantly?
I'm in constant conversation with God.
Okay.
I feel like my mindset comes from my faith and my belief. Like, I will try my best to do what I want to do.
Okay.
But if there's things coming in the way, I will sit down and I reflect. I reflect on why things are happening, why they're moving forward and why they're not. And then having that gratefulness, in your heart, like being grateful for all the opportunities that are coming your way. And focusing on that rather than the negatives so much. Look at the positives around you. Look how you're impacting other people and see their joys and their smiles on their face when they're wearing your clothes,
Right.
and that energy that comes as well. Like, focus on these things. I rarely struggle with, any kind of like dark moments when it comes to business.
Okay.
Personal matters are different, but when it comes to business, when it comes to what I'm doing and what I'm building, I'm not in a rush, like I told you.
Right.
So,
But you don't ever have moments of disbelief, like, why did I start this? Or I'm never going to make it. This is just me.
I mean, things like that do creep up,
Okay.
right? But then again, you've got to talk to yourself again. Like, why did I start at the beginning? Like,
Right.
why did I start this? Was it because success is so important to me? And that's why I'm having this conversation with myself. Like, why did I start this?
Right.
You started it because you enjoy fashion, or you enjoy like whatever, like podcasting for you.
Right.
You did it for that reason. You find joy in it.
I love meeting people and
Yeah.
also just talking
Exactly.
about fashion and stuff. So
Absolutely. So same thing. Like, you just have to go back to like why you started
Right.
and what is your passion. And if you remember that, you will not have those doubts in your mind. And then if things aren't working out the same way that you imagine, like, oh, in 2 years I'll be in this place and I'll have this many viewers and blah, 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 then you've lost already.
Okay.
Yeah. What you need to be focusing on, or anyone needs to be focusing on, is like, what are you doing? Are you bringing joy to yourself? And are you bringing joy to others? Does your viewership or the money that's coming in, is it that important? So that's my mindset personally. Yeah.
Just go back to the why.
Go back to your why.
Absolutely.
Always go
Okay.
back to your why.
As I mentioned, when I first saw you, one of the first feelings I got was you know who you are and your personal style. How would you describe your style?
I think I would describe my style as eclectic,
Okay.
and vibrant,
Absolutely.
bold, and confident.
Mashallah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. And do you feel like that your style is in every piece of your process?
Yes, and that's how I design. When I'm designing, I'm envisioning the Malik and Wolf woman feeling confident and feeling like she's stylish and she's elegant, but also at the same time really interesting.
Okay.
Like, it's gonna make people stop and like, oh, I really like what you're wearing. Like, we just
In the elevator
experienced
today.
yeah.
Yes.
No, alhamdulillah, like, I swear, like, and I'm not, I guess, I don't know, it'll probably sound as if I'm showing off, but honestly, every time I've worn, especially anything with my print on it, I've always been stopped. Like, wow, what do you wear? That's really nice. I like
And
what
you
you're
mentioned
wearing.
that you hand designed that. You
Yes.
hand drew
Yes, I hand
the
drew
design.
this print, yes.
the print.
This is the Singapore Botanic print.
Okay.
And this is in the green and monochrome colorway. So the green background and the monochrome.
When you start drawing, do you already envision the colors that you're going to bring the print out in, or is that something that
happens during the process?
Okay.
Yeah. So when I started drawing, it was just white with the green, like just the plants and stuff,
Okay.
the background. And then I started changing the background color, And then again, I started playing with Canva.
Okay.
So I uploaded it onto Canva, and then I started playing around with the different colors and filters and so on. And I was like, oh, this looks good. And then I was like, okay, if I take the color actually away from the plants and make it monochrome, how does that look? And I loved it. I loved how that contrast, you know.
Right.
It's almost like when I work with makeup as well. I look at colors and I look what's complementary as well.
Okay.
And what's tonal, what's complementary, what's opposite, and then I
work with that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. Do you feel like, and this was not a planned question, but I'm very interested to hear,
Okay.
do you feel like AI has changed anything for you when it comes to the design process?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a big game changer, because now I'm able to design and put it into AI. I'm like, okay, this is what I'm designing. What is it going to look like?
Okay.
Because sometimes what the production companies and the workshops, they want to see visual.
Right.
Sometimes they don't understand your vision.
Exactly.
Even though they've got the pattern, but they don't understand what you are seeing. So now they've got this
a vision of
image.
your
Now they've
dream.
got a visual.
Right.
That, okay, this is how she wants it to sit.
Right.
This is how she wants it to fall. And, and so now they know exactly what you want.
Okay. Do you use specific AI for this, or?
I do use a bunch of different ones.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's amazing. I didn't even... That sounds like an easier way to do things.
Oh, absolutely. See, now AI is very, very helpful in today's world. Like, there's the dark side of AI, and then there's the helpful side of AI. Yes.
Right. Hopefully we all stay on the helpful.
Yes, I know. And I don't go on to, there's, AI can be very dangerous for some people if it's not in the right hands.
Yeah, I agree. How do you find inspiration for your designs?
It's funny you're gonna say this. Funny I'm gonna say this, but part of it is from my own wardrobe that I used to wear before.
Okay.
Right. So I look at what I have and what I used to wear, and then I'm like, right, how can I make this modest?
Okay.
Right. So, and then sometimes going to stores like Zimmermann. I've always loved Diane von Furstenberg. I love Dolce & Gabbana.
Okay.
And so you'll see a lot of
those all fit into your personal style.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'll see that all. So there's so many pieces that I'm still like in the middle of making, producing, designing. Like, inshallah, like slowly you'll start seeing that. But like I said, I have to take my customers and my Malik and Wolf women on a journey. They need to come on a journey with me. So like slowly,
inshallah. Okay. Do you follow trends? How much do trends play into your design process?
Okay. I don't follow trends.
Okay.
They happen to be sometimes based on, for example, fabrics.
Right.
So what fabrics are available? Maybe like just recently I did the organza polka dot.
Right.
Right.
Which totally was a trend.
But I didn't know at that time.
It was going to be one.
It was like I picked it and I was like, and then I was like, oh, wait, this is a trend as well.
Right.
So, and it's been funny because I've created pieces before in the past where I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that was a trend. And it is a trend.
Right.
Like, you would think me being in the fashion world, I would be looking at trends more closely. But like I told you, I design based on what I think women need.
Right.
And not on the trends as such. The trends will come maybe because of the colors that are available. Maybe I'll do some forecasting and seeing what colors.
You did the white organza.
Yes.
And then the Pantone color of the year was also that color.
So the cloud.
Did you? I was going to ask you, is that something you had planned, or was that just...
It just happened to be.
It just happened to be?
It just happened to be.
Okay, I thought for sure you had planned that. I was like, there's no way.
No, so now
And I was going to ask you where you found out.
Exactly, because they didn't release it, right?
Right.
So I had that piece, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna release this properly in spring.
Okay.
Yeah. So when it's time to launch it, so next year, I'll have a lot of these cloud colors as well.
Okay.
So that was by accident. And then the funny thing is, drop waist dresses are trending.
Right.
Right. I've been doing drop waist dresses from the beginning,
which I love.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so maxi dresses, again, have been trending as well. I've been doing maxi dresses. Cord sets started trending, and I already started with cord sets a long time ago. And the funny thing is, even in Pakistan, the kind of style I did, they were being done over there in Pakistan like the next summer.
Okay.
Yeah, but I had already started designing
The idea for that.
But I'm a small brand, so, you know, people are never going to really notice. But there are people out there who kind of look at what other designers are doing, and then
they probably get inspiration from.
They get inspiration. We all get inspiration from each
one
other.
another.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just natural process
it's natural.
of how it happens.
It's going to happen.
I know people get very offended by that, and I'm like, the reason that it's called the Gothic era isn't because one architect decided to be Gothic. It was because everybody was inspired by one another.
Yes, exactly. There is no, I don't think there's any originality when it comes to fashion, because fashion is like an amalgamation of like so many different sort of like, you know, inspiration from all different designs. And there's nothing really unique. It's stuff that's come back, you know, so you'll see something that happened in a certain era is making a trend now, like the 2000s are now trending, back. You know, coming Y2K, back. And my daughter's like, Mom, do you have anything from the 2000 eras in your closet?
Yeah, and do you?
I have a few pieces, but she said, Mom, why did you get rid of them? I'm like, because I didn't.
I'm keeping actually everything that's trendy nowadays, like a barrel leg jean and stuff like that, just for that reason.
Just for that reason, exactly.
I'm like, my daughter will ask me one day.
My mom might have some at home in London if I go back, and I'll be like, yes, Sephora, you can come and have a look.
Talk me through your design process from, say, for this kaftan.
It's a mix between a kaftan and a kimono.
Yeah. Okay. How would you, from designing the print to getting it to sale, how does that work? Like, how does fabric come into it? And then
so this one was specifically printed for me. The fabric was
printed. So is it block printed?
No.
Okay.
It was digital printed.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and this fabric, you can feel it's really soft as well.
Okay.
Like, so you've got to find the right fabric to print on. You've got to find the right people who will print as well, and they have to be able to get it perfect as well. So first of all, I was designing, I made the print, and then I sent it over to the printers to print it.
Okay.
All right, the fabric came, then I sent it to the tailor, and I had designed what I wanted. I designed the shape, the silhouette.
Okay.
And then she saw the silhouette, then she cut it, sewed it, sent it back as a sample piece, came home, I approved it, and then we went back, and then we did more colorways, and so we had different colors.
How long did it take from, say, beginning to end? Like 6 months?
6 months.
6 months.
Yeah, 6 months to about 7 months.
That's a long process.
It is a long process.
Because like you're probably like looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, because it just everything. Look, you have to think everything. Like there's so many hands and so many different. Like you've got, you know, you're designing first of all. You've got to make sure that you're happy with the design. That process takes time.
Right.
Then you send it over to the printers. Then they're going to print the fabric, and then they're going to test to see which fabric, you know, is going to take the color well, and how is it, you know, how does it feel afterwards? Is it color fast? All that. So that process takes time. Then when it's approved, then it goes to the tailor. Now the tailor has to work with the pattern that I've given and the silhouette, and now she's got to, you know, produce it and sew it in the way I like it, you know, and then it's going to come to me, and then I'm going to approve it. I'm going to wear it. I'm going to test it, right? I'll take it out and see what people think. Wash it and wear it again and all these things, and then once approved, then it has to go back, and then I'm like, all right, now let's do different colorways. So it takes a while. It's a journey, and then shipment. So you're also, you know, you're going from the fabric printed, now it's being traveled, it's been sent over to the tailor, she's made it, then it's sent over internationally to Dallas, you know, and now I'm wearing it and I'm testing it out, and then I'm getting it approved, and then it's a whole process. A lot of people don't realize
how much work it is,
so much effort, so much work, so much time is taken, and everything has a cost as well.
Right. Which actually brings us perfectly to our next question, which is you produce small batches in India and Pakistan, and as you said, you fair pay.
Yes.
Walk us through why you decided to be sustainable and more importantly, fair trade, and how if somebody's like, oh, your clothes are too expensive, which I hear all the time when I recommend pieces, well, people will be like, oh, that's too expensive. Talk us through why that is.
Because...
Well, you just explained the whole journey.
Yeah.
And that is one of the reasons.
The reasons why it costs that much as well.
Right.
Like, I need to make some money out of it so I can continue.
Right.
So I can continue to build a brand. And I just don't think there's that many Muslim brands that are like a Zara-esque type. Look, because the prices are very Zara-esque if you think about it. But Zara is a mass production company.
Right.
And so they will,
they're probably making way more profit.
They're making so much profit.
Right.
They're making so much profit on each piece, and each piece is probably costing them about $3-4
right.
per piece to make.
And they are certainly not doing fair trade.
They're not doing fair trade, exactly.
Right.
Not on that scale as well, right?
Right.
And you can't. And so, and I'm sort of like trying to get my prices to a point where it's comfortable for people, but it's not killing me at the same time.
Right.
Right. There's a lot. I mean, honestly, the way I've priced my pieces and the quality that you get as well, it's literally a gift. I feel it's a gift, because there's so much effort behind behind
each
the scenes.
piece.
Yes, behind each piece. Each piece is handmade.
Right.
It's not made by a factory, and it's not made by workers who are tirelessly working 24 hours a day. Everyone has a wage.
Right.
Even the people.
How did you figure that all out? How did you find a place where you knew they were being paid properly and stuff?
So I have a team in Pakistan, India, so they go. And they'll go and find people that they know.
Okay.
And then we run through trial and error as well, like seeing if they are able to make what we can. And we are working with, you'd be surprised, we're working with the most, mom and pop type of, businesses, right. In India, the whole team is all women led.
Okay.
As well.
Okay.
So it's, you're basically, each piece is paying for somebody's livelihood as well at the same time.
Right.
And I pay them what they ask for.
Okay.
So
is that something you knew you wanted to do from the beginning?
Yeah, because for me, it was never about the money.
Okay.
It was about creating something that people will enjoy and that I will enjoy. So that was the biggest part of it all. It wasn't about, I don't care about being a millionaire, billionaire, or anything like that. I'm just literally making clothes that I feel
that you can enjoy,
that everybody can enjoy,
right.
that make them look modest, feel modest, yet also stylish and elegant and bold and confident at the same time.
Okay, that answered my next question actually, which is, what do you want the Malik and Wolf buyer or customer to feel?
I want her to feel proud that she's wearing a piece that is unique, and limited edition, and also knowing the fact that this is made by a woman who is
providing.
I'm paying for these other people who, who have small businesses. I'm also helping small businesses out as well.
Right.
At the same time being creative, and all the money is going to Muslims as well, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a fully Muslim production.
Yeah.
Do you
ecosystem.
Just out of curiosity, do you have a team here in the U.S. as well, or are you
No, I'm the only one.
The only one.
I'm the lead.
You're doing amazing.
I'm trying.
Right.
I feel like there's so much more I can do, but I'm also a mum of 4, and I have my family life at home, and a lot of the times I don't do weekends. So many events are happening. I'm like, I can't go because I've got an elderly mother-in-law at home. I've got 4 children, my husband. So I do this in my own time.
So actually, how do you manage all of that? And you kind of answered that one, but what would you tell other women who also have families and maybe that's holding them back from starting whatever their dream may be?
I would say find where you have time, where you can fit in your passion and your dream. Don't let it die. Because if you can manage it, you would feel so much more fulfilled when you're able to manage your household, but also pursue your dreams as well at the same time. And sometimes it is possible. It takes some time, takes some effort, some hard work, but it is very possible. And when you get there, it is such a wonderful feeling. Because, like, I feel like so many women get lost in this world of just taking care of other people. But what about your dreams?
Right.
What about the little girl who wanted to do something and she just didn't get to do it because she thought her life stops at marriage and children? No, it doesn't ever stop.
Right, I agree. And I think your dream sometimes helps somebody else out. You might think it's just your dream, but maybe you're helping somebody who's looking for the perfect dress, and now if you had never pursued that, somebody would never have been able to, fulfill their needs.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm hoping that there is some lessons here as well.
Right.
First of all, I think the lesson of just dress how you want to dress as well. Like, just if you want to feel fabulous, if you want to look good, do it. Like this, why would you wait and just like make yourself small?
Right.
Number 2, the lesson of like, just go for it. Like, don't hold yourself back if you think that things are too hard and too difficult. They may be hard and difficult, but if you just take 1 or 2 steps, you'll get closer than just like being stagnant and not doing anything as well. Like, you will like later on in life think, why didn't I do it?
I would have maybe made it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I could have made it. Yeah. And
absolutely.
Just feel inspired by the fact that, it's not a race.
I agree. Also, like, I feel like every time you make a mistake, you think, oh my goodness, it's such a huge mistake, but really you just learned one more thing.
Oh, failure is a huge life lesson. Like, you need to fail in order to learn what not to do.
Right.
Because then you can pivot and move and take different steps,
Absolutely.
make different partnerships, work with different people, try a different, approach.
Right. And if you never fail, then you're never going to find out. So you have to do it to fail.
So you have to do it, exactly. Yeah. You never know. Actually, something better can come out of failing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you have a moment of failure that you can share with us?
Oh, so many. So many. Well, I think when it just comes to Malik and Wolff. Actually, no, let's go back to Scepter Cosmetics. I failed to really pursue it properly. After I moved from Singapore to Dallas, I had amazing cosmetics brand which I loved, and I created all the formulations with the factory myself, and everything was looking really good, but I failed to be on top of it properly because of the move. It just took a toll on me.
Right.
And then again, it was just like getting to start everything from scratch. I didn't have a maid anymore. Had to do everything myself.
The horror.
Oh, no,
it is awful.
Exactly. But yeah, so learning how to do everything again myself and managing the household, I just let that go,
Right.
and I feel like I shouldn't have, but that's my failure.
Okay.
Like, I did have wonderful products.
Is that something you'd pursue in the future, perhaps?
Do you know what? I think if it was to be, I would put it under the Malik and Wolf brand.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have anything fun coming up soon?
I actually do have something up my sleeve. Yes, there is something, inshallah, I'm planning to launch. I don't know whether it's going to be at Eid Fitr or Eid al-Adha.
Okay.
Maybe Eid al-Adha, because I want to concentrate on Ramadan properly and not focus on this so much.
Okay.
But I think for Eid al-Adha, I'll have something very exciting.
Okay,
inshallah.
coming soon, inshallah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for doing this. It was so fun.
Welcome.
And you're such a natural on camera, mashallah. So, and I'm excited to see what you bring out on Eid al-Adha.
Oh, yes.
Keep an eye out,
Inshallah.
people.
Yeah.